So often enough on my algorithms on all platforms, I see different messages in reference to being too humble. People feel like you're hiding something, or you have so much knowledge to give, but you're holding back, or there's just so many different messages being spun out there in reference to the exterior world and what it thinks of you and what you should be doing. And for me, and again, I'm the viewer receiving the message, and each viewer receives each message differently based on the reality that they're in and wherever they're walking through, right? And for me, it's like when I see these different types of messages and stuff, I run so much on free spirit and just living the moment and enjoying life and flowing with life and flowing with God and the divine and allowing them to just kind of guide me, that it helps me live in peace. It helps me be happy. It helps me have a good time. It helps me make light of the situation that surrounds me. And my situation that surrounds me is different from me, but we all face different situations that surround us. And depending on the magnitude of it is where it kind of sits on your reality, right? And for me, I spent so much of my life chasing something that was just always dangled in front of me. And it's just not something that I will entertain when it comes to building platforms, building podcasts, building all this, building websites. It's such a condensed market, and it's so fractured, and it's so influxed that it's a saturated market right now. And I just choose to operate on a path provided for me that works for me. And it may not make sense to other people, but it makes sense to me. And that's all that matters, right? And so for me personally, social conditioning and conformity, external validation, constantly chasing approval, likes, and recognition to feel enough. And see, I don't do that. That's why I don't have... It's when I'm out in public, I'm out in public. I act how I act. I operate how I operate. I sometimes tame it down. I am very humble. I don't like people feeling any type of certain way. Particularly, I don't like anybody feeling any certain way. And when I pick up on people, like even last night when I picked up on things, and I see things, I feel things, I know things, I don't like things. And it's hard. But I choose and I move and operate what feels best for me at that time. It may not be right, but it's right for me at that time. Right? And I don't question it. Because at that time, it was right for me. And maybe tomorrow it won't be right for me. You know, we just get so bogged down in all this kind of crap. And it's like you're just using your mind and taking it down negative headspaces that it just doesn't need. Just enjoy life. Ego-driven achievement. Success becomes a scoreboard instead of soul journey. I'm a soul person. I'm a very deep soul person. I always have been. I go deep, deep. Comparison trap. Life turns into competition. Joy depends on how others perceive you. Fear of rejection. Conformity replaces authenticity. You wear a mask to fit in rather than to shine out. Time blindness. Always planning the next move. Rarely pausing to feel the moment you're in. So often enough, we're so busy planning the next move instead of just enjoying the moment we're in. Attachment to outcome. Control becomes coping mechanism. Peace depends on predictability. Identity through doing. You mistake performance for purpose, forgetting who you are beyond what you produce. You know, so often enough, we're looking for that bottom dollar, and I just won't. Living in the flow with spirit. This is my favorite. I flow with spirit. I flow with spirit. Spirit, God, the Holy Spirit, Jesus, all of us, the universe, the divine, the Most High. We just flowing through life. To be bopping along. Inner alignment. You let intuition and peace, not pressure, guide your decisions. Exactly. My intuition and my peace guides me. If I'm in a situation and I don't feel peace, I'm out. I'm out. Freedom from comparison. You understand your journey is sacred and cannot be replicated. My journey is sacred for me. Your journey is sacred for you. It cannot be replicated. Radical presence. You honor each moment as divine, no longer racing towards someday. Surrender, not striving. You stop fighting the current and learn to flow, trusting that what's meant for you cannot miss you. Gratitude as awareness. Every breath, sunrise, encounter becomes a small miracle instead of a background noise. Like even last night, how many connections I made, how many conversations I had, how many dances I had. Like it was fun. It was fun. It was fun to see people enjoying themselves. That was fun. I never go out. That was the last time I went out was for her husband's birthday. Authentic expression. You live from soul, not your social image, choosing truth over trends. You realize you are not your titles or trauma, your presence itself, spirit in motion. My presence speaks on behalf of itself. And I walk in the authority of knowing that. And I embody it. I know that there's a big calling for me. I know I have a big purpose, but it is not something that's going to happen overnight. Particularly with all the magnitude of what's entangled in it, in the system, and the government and the agencies and the undergrounds and the religious groups. I mean, it's just not something that's going to, everything is falling from the inside. And it's just a part of God's divine plan, and I know that. And it is not my mission, it's his mission. I'm not out here to prove anything, I'm here to be it. I'm here to walk amongst my people, spread my love, spread my kindness, and my everyday motions. You come in my presence, you won't feel it. You're going to feel it. You come at me sideways, you're going to feel that too. You're going to feel that too. I'm not coming at anybody sideways. People come at me weird, well, be weird. I mean, it was funny. I was on my way home and I was thinking to myself, like, just some of the things that people have done in the last, decade of my life. I'm like, man, people are really weird behaviors that really need to be looked at. People look at me with a magnifying glass, but y'all really need to look at yourself based off some of the things that you guys have done in my life, in my love life, in my personal life, in my life with my son. That's some weird stuff. That's some weird behavior. And you guys are married. You guys have families. That doesn't make sense. Spiritual summary. When you stop living to prove a point, I have no point to prove. I am the truth. I am my truth, and I operate in my truth. I have no point to prove. None. I'm not out here wanting to be whatever it is they think that we have to be. I am already it. We are already it. At this mere moment, we are already it. Flow is the art of trusting that life is not happening to you, it's unfolding through you. My back just did that. My life is unfolding through me. I love you guys. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. I hope this video resonated. But yeah, don't get bogged down with feeling you're not good enough where you're at right now. You're good enough where you're at right now. Whether you're holding 1 job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, whether you make thousands of dollars, whatever. You have to ask yourself though, with what you do in your everyday today, do you feel good doing it? Are you pouring out good into this world? Are you doing right by people? Are you doing right by the system? Are you doing right by the American way? Are you doing right by God? It's very simple. It's very, very simple. We complicate it. We make it very, very complicated because everybody wants an empire, but empire has already been set for us. The royalty has already been set for us. The moment God sent his son down to die on the cross and he rose, Christ is king. We are all royalty. Every single one of us. We just choose to go against it because we allow our ego, flesh, and pride and greed to guide us. I love you guys. Have a great day.